Yes, welcome to another session on Reason with Me, the podcast with your one and only friend, Isaac Ido. And I'm pretty sure the first podcast was actually basically for those who got to listen to it live on Spreaker.com. Actually gonna understand that was actually a test transmission, and this is actually the basics of the podcast of Reason with Me with Isaac Ido. So once again, I welcome every single one of you. Please give it up. Alrighty then, welcome from that break, welcome from the applaud, and I'm pretty sure that was very, very exhilarating. Alrighty then, today we're going to be talking about what it is, what it was, and what it always will be that we'll be discussing for the past few podcasts. I'm talking about the first podcast and what it actually talked about depression. Alrighty then, let us get into the discussion proper. So, first of all, I'm going to tell us some things about depression. I'm pretty sure everybody feels sometimes depressed, but the basic thing is we shouldn't mix up depression with anxiety, with sadness, because they're all different. So therefore, we're going to be getting ourselves into the conversation proper. Keep it locked down. I'm still with you. Reason with me. Yes, and that is it, and that is how it's gonna be. I'm still my humble self, Isaac Ido, on Reason With Me, the podcast. Alrighty then, today I'm gonna be discussing, yes, let me give you a snippet of something. This time tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing a brand new partner to Reason With Me. We're going to be bringing new faces, new people to actually discuss on various matters about matters of public opinion, from trivial matters to viral matters to controversy. But basically, the concept behind Reason With Me was actually supposed to bring knowledge to the people, to share thoughts, to share ideas with people. Reason With Me started with the Instagram handle, whereby Isaac Ido, that is me, I did videos on Instagram, and we don't really sponsor ads. We've never sponsored any ads, and each of the videos have gotten over 100 views. So seriously, that is something worth celebrating. So give it up. So welcome back from that. Alrighty then, so let us get back to the basic of the discussion. Before we even get into depression as a concept, we're going to be talking about what actually brought about Reason With Me. Reason With Me started in 2019 with several agitations about it. Okay, Isaac start this. I'm talking about no one else but Matthias. His name is Matt Buzz. I call him Matt. I call him Matthias. His real name is actually Matthias Akinwale. He's a very wonderful person. He is the father. I always say that. I'm always the front man of Reason With Me, but there was a mind that precipitated the concept of Reason With Me, and that is no one else but Matt. Please, I want to give a round of applause to Matt, please. So yes, and that is it for Matt. Alrighty then, so let us give it up to someone else, the backbone, the supporting engine, the source of the Rema. I'm giving it up to Sharon. Sharon is my personal person, a very wonderful person. She's very, very important. When I'm talking about Reason With Me, it will be so incomplete to mention Sharon. So let's give it up for Sharon as well. So, on this edition of Reason With Me, it's going to be having several sub-dimensions, but like I said, Reason With Me started on Instagram in 2019 with several edited videos that actually talked about some key roles in society, some key functions in society. Now, the video actually lasted for just say like 60 seconds, sometimes 30 seconds, so that it's going to fit in the WhatsApp story and also the Instagram handles. So, this is the thing about it. I am very, very teachable. I am open to critics. You can bring up any form of opinion. They'll be respectively treated and handled. So, right now, we're getting into depression. So now, let us get into depression as a subject. Now, depression actually is a mental state. It is not a disease. It is not a virus. It is not a form of compromise that actually looks like, here, it is contractible there. No. That is not depression. So what exactly is depression exactly? Let me give you a suspense thing. Yes, welcome back from that. Alrighty then, so when we're talking about depression, we're talking about a state of mind that is not seeing good out of things. So when we actually wake up in times, but then no, we don't really say depression is a state of mind that doesn't see good out of things, but actually Depression is actually a state of mind that doesn't see the good in things for a very long time. Right? That's why you can even compare depression with sadness or anxiety because they're all different. Even apprehension is also different, but let us give you some somewhere now. Now, let us give the types of depression. We have the acute type of depression, we have the clinical depression, we have the chronic depression, and there is actually a subdimension of depression itself that we're going to be discussing on subsequent podcasts of Reason With Me. Alrighty then, so let us actually give ourselves something. This will be like an orientation section. I've given you the different types of depression, the definition of depression. So right now we can identify how depression indeed is. So we wouldn't get confused when it's actually set sailing. We're going to be discussing how to fight it, face it, avoid it, and even after avoiding it, how to help others out of it. So right now this is more like an orientation broadcast, I beg your pardon. So right now we're going to say that you can call onto the program, you can chat us up live, you can even do a lot of things with this podcast because this is the future. This is an IR movement that deserves every form of evolution. So right now we're going to be discussing depression, a menace to the society. How can it be avoided? And I'm talking about the fact that this episode is going to be discussed tonight. So when I said tonight, I expected you to give me a round of applause for that. Okay, thank you about that. Right, let's go then. Alrighty then, so right now, this is where I'm going to be wrapping it up because this is an episodic session, so we have to just handle depression, see how it looks. We can't simply discuss depression in just 20 seconds. It's impossible because it's a state of mind that lasts for years. Nah, it can't really go that far. Alrighty then, till I come away. I beg your pardon, like last time I said that I'm getting somewhat rusty. But nevertheless, let me give it to you right now. Alrighty then, till I come your way some other time. Same us, same medium on Reason With Me with Isaac Idowu. You can join me on Instagram at official_Isaac Mendez. You can join me on Facebook at Ayabami Idowu. You can join me on Twitter at The Real Mendez. But nevertheless, let us keep it locked down. Make sure you keep your mind clean, clean and super clean. Alrighty then, once again, this is Reason With Me, the podcast.